I was on the dark web looking for drugs. What I found instead is haunting me. This is a throwaway account because I don't want anyone linking this back to me. I've been sitting on this for a few months and I need to get it out. I still don't know what I saw, but I'm scared and I feel like it's watching me. I'm 16 and yeah, I know I screwed up. I was curious, stupid, and reckless. I've been experimenting with stuff, weed mostly, and I heard from a friend of a friend that you can find better things on the dark web. I knew the risks, but I thought I was being careful. I downloaded Tor, set up a VPN, and started browsing. Most of it was just scammy or boring, but I found a link that caught my eye. The Garden of Eden. I thought it was some kind of code name for a dealer. When I clicked, the page was black, except for a single line of text in green. You may not eat from the tree of knowledge and remain unscathed. I thought it was just edgy drug dealer branding, so I clicked Enter. The page loaded, and my screen filled with videos. At first, they looked like normal thumbnails, grainy, low-quality images of people sitting in what looked like basements or dimly lit rooms. But something about their faces was wrong. Their expressions weren't scared or angry. They looked blank, like mannequins. Their eyes were wide open, but there was nothing behind them. I hovered over one thumbnail labeled Initiation Ritual-03:12. The preview showed a man standing in a circle of candles, holding something that looked like a knife. I clicked. Big mistake. The video started and it wasn't like anything I've ever seen. The man in the circle wasn't moving, just staring at the camera with those dead eyes. In his other hand, he held a small, writhing object. A rat, I think. He started chanting in some language I didn't recognize, deep and guttural. The audio was distorted, but the longer I listened, the more it felt like the sound was burrowing into my head. Then the camera cut to a woman tied to a chair in the corner of the room. She wasn't struggling, but her eyes were moving frantically. Her mouth was sewn shut, and she was shaking her head like she was trying to warn me. I tried to close the tab, but the window wouldn't close. My cursor froze, and the chanting grew louder, almost like it was coming from inside my room. The man turned to the camera again and smiled. His teeth were black, and his gums were bleeding. He raised the knife and plunged it into the rat's chest. The woman started convulsing violently, and I swear to God, I felt something cold touch my neck. My bedroom lights flickered, and my screen went black. When it turned back on, there was a single line of text on the screen. You have seen too much. I ripped the Ethernet cable out of my computer and shut it down. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, when I turned my computer on, everything was gone. My files, my browser history, everything. It was like my hard drive had been wiped. Since then, weird things have been happening. I'll wake up at night and feel like someone's standing at the foot of my bed, but when I turn on the light, there's nothing there. My phone glitches randomly, and sometimes I hear faint chanting in the static. A few weeks ago, I found a dead rat on my windowsill, its chest cut open. I tried telling my parents, but they think I'm just having bad dreams or anxiety. Maybe they're right. I haven't been back on the dark web since, and I never will. But I can't shake the feeling that I didn't just watch something. Something watched me back. If anyone has any idea what I stumbled across, please tell me. I just want this to stop.